Good evening, Americans. I'm Forrest Bloodstone. Top story tonight: swine flu, pandemic, or just another Mexican Tea Party? You be the one to decide. We now head over to Wilfred Bloodstone, senior correspondent in Mexico City. Wilfred, tell us, what the hell is going on?
Thanks, Forrest. Well,
You're welcome, Wilfred.
Well, what initially was seen as a sickness from hell actually turned out to be so. This pandemic has killed an overwhelming amount of Americans in the past few weeks. The next one will ultimately double the grand total of 2. Despite this tragedy, the Mexican population has felt the blunt force of this virus that is plaguing our sense of security and common sense. When I crossed the national pant line into Mexico, I instantly felt the presence of something ominous. I walked the streets of Mexico City, only to find that the streets were dirty and full of animals such as pigs and chickens.
Good God, the swine flu destroyed Mexico City?
That is what they would have you believe.
And who might they be?
The pigs, Forrest. The pigs.
So what you're saying is that the pigs have formulated a plot to destroy Mexico City?
No, Forrest. Do not be so naive. Pigs are not trying to destroy Mexico, but rather the greatest country in the world.
Canada?
No, Forrest. The pigs are plotting to destroy the United States. You know, sometimes I wonder how you find the words to ask your mother to iron your pants for you.
I will have you know, I do not ask my mother to iron my pants.
I'm sure that your mother is completely busy finishing the ketchup smiley face on your cheese sandwich that she packs for your lunch every day. Now back to the piglet pandemic. I have here the last remaining Mexican in the streets of Mexican City. For my protection against flu and AIDS, I will wear this mask so graciously given to me by an elderly woman earlier this morning. I had to persuade her to hand it over, but that is a different story. Juan, how does it feel to be the last Mexican in Mexican City?
Holy shit, Holmes, I'm on television. I just want to say hello to my mama Bonita, my papa Jesus, my brother Fernando, and my cousin Carlos, my other cousin Antonio, my tío Jose, and my lovely girlfriend, Rebecca. She is very nice in the bed sheets.
Right.
Wilfred, the public is curious.
I'm sure the public isn't the only one that's curious.
The public is curious as how one may protect themselves against this flu.
Well, Forrest, one may find haven in a nuclear bomb shelter over a time span of several years. During their confinement, they may ponder on a reality that of Resident Evil. My God, that game is badass. Another way one can protect his or herself is to rub a chicken all over their body. They may get the bird flu, but who's taking chances here? My favorite option would be to simply cover your eyes. The flu cannot see you if you cannot see it. This form of black wizardry is the only ideal option in my mind.
Sounds good, Wilfred. So how's John holding?
Well, Forrest, as you can see, the virus has already taken effect on his body. Look here on his face. You can see that it has completely disformed his entire face, as well as mutilated his entire complexion. Also, it has affected his hormonal system, giving off a foul odor. Even with this mask, I can barely tolerate this miasmic stench.
Hello, Mr. Television Man. You want to see my girlfriend? Isn't she beautiful? She may be my cousin, but I love me some fuzzy
Tacos. This just in, tacos is just put on the avoid list due to sudden outbreak. Other items on this range anywhere from importing cologne to listening to Miley Cyrus. How far will this pandemic go? No one can say. But the only thing we can do is run like a...
Well, Forrest, as you can see, Well, what initially was seen as a sickness from hell actually turned out to be so. This pandemic... I can't read that. Well, Forrest, as you can see, Well, what initially was seen as a sickness from hell actually turned out to be so. This pandemic, I can't read that. Well, Forrest, as you can see, the